Now picture everything you're fighting for.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the North American University Siege League. I am your host for tonight, Duke Card, joined by my new co-caster.
I'm Eson. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We have a wonderful game for you tonight. It's going to be Northeastern versus Lafayette, both very close in the rankings right now in their division. It's going to be a close one.
I do believe so. Lafayette's been having a couple of rough days. Definitely having had dropped their coach along with maybe a player or two. I'm not quite sure, but their roster tonight seems very, very different from what we're used to.
They are certainly running subs to start, and that is going to be very, very tough for them, Duke, here. They're not going to have nearly as much synergy as they normally would coming up against Northeastern, and that could result in a loss if they're not very careful. So they're going to have to hope that they practiced up in the time between.
I do believe they could come out on top if they have enough luck, though. But we're going to be heading off into our first map here, Oregon.
All right. The American Classic.
Oh, definitely. We're going to be heading right into the ban phase. So these two teams did duke it out over the bans a little bit, getting rid of Villa, getting rid of Clubhouse, Bank, and then finally Border.
All right. Speaking of bans, it looks like they're going for the Dokkaebi here, trying to get rid of that information that you can get on attack. Just some amazing stuff. Yeah. Definitely makes sense within our current meta. And yet we are seeing the Jackal as well. Definitely a strong pick, especially in these divisions where counter roaming is so incredibly strong, Duke.
Oh, yes. But it's interesting that Lafayette is going ahead and banning Jackal when he'd be so useful for their initial attack.
It seemed... Oh, go ahead.
Their blues are banning right now, and blues set to attack first already. And the Jackal is such a great asset when you're trying to chase after any roamers just trying to flank around. And,
100%. It definitely seems like maybe they're more confident in their ability to defend, so they're picking off attackers rather than focusing on the defenders during the banning phase. And it looks like we're seeing the same thing from Northeastern here, actually opting to ban Echo and Jaeger, both very big picks.
Once again, it seems like they were counter-banning to themselves, them defending first, but I guess they don't think they need the Echo at all and would rather just shut him out of the meta for this match completely. No Mira ban going out, meaning that we're probably going to get to see some nice angles from mirror windows in basement and bedroom.
Absolutely.
Looks like we're going to be starting off with dorms, actually, especially with... Mira coming out from SV Inquisition, GV King coming up with Valkyrie, and 6 pick from IQ onto Monty.
Okay, very interesting. Opting to go for a completely different type of information gain there. Monty, with his full shield, very solid at getting callouts for your team, picking up on where people are relative to the map, as long as he didn't get snuck up behind.
Attackers need to locate
On the other team, however, it looks like we're getting a lot of information, especially with that Valkyrie and Mira. Mira just giving you so much utility with those black walls, and Valkyrie able to catch people with runouts and all kinds of stuff with her extra cameras. Very nice.
Looks like they 6 picked off of Valkyrie actually onto Wolves.
Oh, okay.
Choosing more of close to sight information rather than those those very, very nice thrown cams. Definitely trying to go for a war of misinformation by making them look for those cams and possibly waste at least 10 to 15 seconds looking for those either outside or inside when they're trying to push up. But I still find it interesting that they're bringing in a Monty right away into this action phase, and they're going to spawn Junkyard, most of them anyways. Ranger picking up the Capital and just pre-firing the window.
Yeah, you know, you could get an odd pick, and that is definitely a big gain. So he's going to fire in here. Both these guys making a very slow approach here. Everybody's quiet on the front. So what do you think we're going to see here in terms of combat? How is it going to look? Who has the advantage right now?
It looks like now Northeastern is keeping a lot of at least 2 roamers downstairs in the kitchen to stop any attackers from just taking the downstairs and the white stairs by default. Meaning that we're probably going to see a bit of fight in dining. We're probably going to see a bit of fight in the hallway next to the white stairs, but not much else until we actually get near sight. But
Absolutely.
it doesn't look like they're doing much at the moment. Like, Inquisition is going to open up a nice angle down there onto the floor, into the white stairs hallway. Like I said, there's going to be a fight there. And oh, look at this! That is one heck of a fortified kitchen, completely stopping Northeastern in their tracks as they need to figure out what to do exactly with this castled out kitchen, and just going to choose to bash the castle blockade.
Absolutely. Castle is definitely slowing them down, and that is a huge advantage right now for Northeastern, especially since Lafayette has already taken so long to try and approach. They're already down to a minute 19, so they're going to have to make some magic happen pretty soon here.
Hold up, go back to Young Bones real quick. Is he still looking at his goose? Oh no, oh my god. White Stairs is just completely peppered with goose right there. It's stopping any sort of late push up those stairs.
He's
definitely ready.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, don't go down there. Alrighty, yeah, but things still going pretty slow. Got 55 seconds left, and Lafayette is going to have to find some way to make a move. Capital going for some drones here. Monty staying by A site, trying to get some information for his team, but no one is really getting any solid picks yet. Definitely a very slow match for both teams.
Well, it looks like Louisiana Lafayette is just not keeping good pacing here, losing a lot of timeout. Turtle Hawk getting killed up by Inquisition. Youngbolt's getting a melee onto Suzuki. Ranger getting the... Oh, well, I'm just losing that. GV King onto Fracture, and...
Absolutely. And it looks like GV King does have an eye on 2 characters here. He's opting to wait just a little bit, looking for some kind of opening. Goes for the Nitro, and is he going to catch him off guard?
10 seconds.
Yes, he is!
Gets the frag on Zix. Solid stuff from Pulse here, and he is going to fire off, but unable to secure.
What is he doing?
You know, why not, right? Absolutely.
Did not figure out that the person in front of him was planting the diffuser and thought he was probably just part of the giant pile of bodies that had
the zombie strat
accumulated in this corner.
He almost got away with it, but Pulse gonna seal out the game. Excellent work from GV King there. Wonderful use of the heart radar. Yeah, he's even saying it right now. Didn't see him among the bodies. That's the zombie. Almost at it. Alrighty, we're gonna go right into round 2 here, and it looks like we're gonna be seeing some very similar picks. We got the Hibana, the Mira, the Castle. Oh, but we're opting to go for a Bandit instead on Defender's side.
Kind of interesting. Might be to safeguard the Mira windows downstairs instead of just letting them get opened up by Hibana pellets.
That said, they are going to be in a lot of danger here without this mute, because the attacking team has opted to switch to the Twitch to try and get rid of those mirror walls as fast as possible. Shoot them out when they can. All right, the switch to Maestro, setting up those evil eyes. Wants to get a bit more information for his team along with some damage. Nice stuff. We're seeing Smoke for some extra stall. Castle goes with it. The Smoke Castle combo, I think, could do really well in this matchup, Duke, simply because of how slow Lafayette is to push up.
Defenders, protect your
They definitely don't have much. They definitely don't have much experience with that. Just 1 second. All right, here we go. So Youngbone switching off of Vigil onto Maestro, definitely going to waste more of their time, wanting that. Wanting as much time pressure as they can on top of Lafayette, along with the fact that getting that 6 pick off of Vigil makes Lafayette kind of worry about a roamer that doesn't exist anymore. At best, I can see Lou maybe roaming around, but I think Northeastern is going to keep most of their defense on site for the time being, but I could be wrong. I mean, we only see Inquisition and Infinite Random on right there. Might be that they're just getting hatches, or they're actually going out for peaks. But no, the attackers will get seen and destroyed, so probably not.
Definitely an interesting switch in strategy there from Northeastern, though. I really like the adaptation. They want to try and beat Lafayette at their slow game here. Stall out as much time as possible, keep as many people on site as possible, so that when the eventual push happens, Lafayette's at a big disadvantage. Nice stuff. All right, and they are droning out here, trying to find something with this Twitch. Capital peeking, but not going to get anything off of it. And everything's quiet. Too quiet.
Very, very quiet as the two teams try to just ascertain how the collapse is going to go down. But looks like Lafayette is actually doing a good job of clearing the upstairs for any roamers, but doesn't see GV King in the attic just yet. It could be that he comes out late round as a surprise through the upstairs.
I'm loving this roaming castle.
Yeah, it's become more of a thing lately. Where he'll just seal off a room and then go off to just roam around and cause havoc.
Does that make sense? Huh? Go ahead.
Because once his utility is down, there's not much reason for him to stay on site. His gun's definitely not the best for roaming, but it is fairly accurate, which is great when you catch people off guard.
Absolutely. UMP is definitely not bad for recoil. Twitch is going to lose her drone here, but she found the bomb nonetheless, able to check out both sites, and it looks like they are going to be breaching through the front door, trying to find something from Hatch here, but Ying not getting anything just yet. Oh, and there's the 4v5 as Young Bones takes out Zix with a nice headshot. Good stuff. And it looks like the attackers are already at a disadvantage.
Looks like Young Bones was just picking to hide with the hampers over there and the dirty clothes. Turtlehawk losing the Twitch drone, his last one, meaning that he's not going to be able to get any of the mirror windows and make their job any easier.
He absolutely almost had it, but that barbed wire definitely slowed him down enough for Mirror to get the pick off on that Twitch drone. Nice stuff. All right, and Castle, making some small peeks here, trying to get one of these attackers with their pants down. GV King gonna take out Major Fracture. Nice headshot from the Castle. Good stuff. Oh, and he is gonna pick off Turtlehawk as well, and it is a 2v5, ladies and gentlemen. Attackers are at a severe disadvantage. Let's see what they can do. Smoke's coming out, and Infinite Random gonna take out the Suzuki method. Oh, but GV King gonna seal things out, and Ranger goes down. Defenders win round 2. Solid stuff from King yet again.
That was a 3K there. Good job, King, with that roaming castle. I had predicted that Lou would be a bit more of a roamer that round, but it turns out that instead King showed us just what he's about.
He definitely seems like their go-to roamer player, the one who's going to frag out in most situations, and it is definitely working for him. They've given enough situations where they can lock down the site so that Lafayette has to play very slow, allowing GV King the opportunity to find these nice angles on him, sneak up behind, and get some kills.
Definitely being very, very aggressive. No, actually, no. Northeastern University is being very passive about their defense, waiting for the attack to commit to a push before letting GV King push them from behind and inevitably take out 1 to 2 attackers. Even once they turn around and try to take him out, they just could not win the gunfights at that round. And I hope that they can, polish up their aim before the end of this map in order to win it out.
It definitely looks like they're trying to adapt to that, to figure out how to stop this slow push here, opting to switch to the Maverick, go for the Thermite here in addition to the Thatcher. That way they have multiple ways of breaching. Obviously, Maverick doesn't have a super hard breach, but he is able to hold different angles on his opponent. Zofia going to help them get in as well. So they're going to try and approach this from multiple angles, see if it works for them.
I think they brought out the Phantoms again just to stop a quick breach from small offices over there. Definitely not taking any chances there, but I'm not seeing any other reinforcements go down other than maybe in kitchen.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, one in the pantry and one facing towards the door in A, possibly Sport to use a mirror window on there, along with safeguarding the showers hallway right there, so that they don't get shot through the wall in case the attackers manage to take them that room.
You know, they're keeping it simple. They want to have enough open walls so that they can get some solid angles on their opponent, while also locking down those vital areas where they can make sure that the opponent can't breach. And we're seeing that now. Thermite peeking through, sees those walls, but they are bandit set up. Okay, both teams going very slow here. Maverick going to try and drone out some opponents. Let's see if he can find anything. Glass trying to find a spot to set up using this wall here. Gets rid of the bandit trap.
Very easily takes care of the bandit batteries there. There's no, it's almost just a bit of a few seconds waste when they manage to actually, when the bandit put those batteries over there, and it definitely doesn't help them.
And that's one less he can use for bandit tricking, so that's a pretty big loss for bandit right there for Lou. Alright.
But Lou is just gonna sit in the room waiting for the attackers to actually breach. I believe he has like a hole in the. Where is Lou?
Unsure. I don't know. Turtlehawk going around here, gonna try and find a different angle on the defending team. Let's see what he's doing. Mira just holding down. Everybody's chilling, and Lafayette will drop the diffuser for whatever reason. Yep, switching it off. Oh, and it looks like we might be seeing a run out.
They have Inquisition did prep it. He is ready to do it, and they just are not listening to all this noise Inquisition is making, and he's just very, very much getting impatient here, not wanting to wait for the attackers to push themselves.
That's actually pretty smart. He banged it all, and then he set up a line of sight so that while they were waiting for him, if they decided to enter, he could frag them out real easy. So it might have been a bait there. We are going to be seeing Young Bones take out Dix here. Oh, and Thermite goes through the window, and Mira will take him out, and just like that, the attackers are already 2 behind.
Oh, it seems that Inquisition has control of the attacker's diffuser, and the last 40 seconds. No, the diffuser is still within Thatcher's grasp. I'm not sure what he was pointing out to Seam, other than maybe that he killed a Thermite there. But they need to do something now. They need to push in these last 30 seconds, and it's just not happening for them. Oh,
nice frag there from Ranger, gonna take out GB King. A huge loss for Northeastern right there. Thatcher will be throwing out the grenade to try and get rid of some of those gadgets. Inquisition's gonna take out Turtlehawk, and it is a 2v4, ladies and gentlemen. Mira still chilling in the bathrooms, waiting to find some nice picks.
Diffuser will get planted.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, she gets the pickup there. Nope.
Smoke did it.
Thank you. Smoke gonna seal things out.
Whoa,
Nice.
did she open up the wall and defuse? Or no, Maestro ran all the way to the diffuser and did it himself.
You know, sometimes you got to do it. Get all the way around, especially when Glaz is the other one on the team. You know.
Definitely.
All right. And it looks like Lou is either salty or taking a timeout. Okay, he's salty. Let's go. All right, we need to see some kind of switch here from the attack. What do you think they should do to try and counter this defense?
Well, they really ought to take line. He hasn't been banned at all here in this matchup, and it's the fact that they're not taking other operators that are good at just engaging roamers either is it's kind of bad. I wouldn't take, for example, a Montaigne with me. I would take maybe a Blitz so that I could handle, you know, GV King, and I'd probably do a more robust job of actually clearing more common areas where he's been frequenting. This time around, he was more shower hallway. He was before just in the attic, you know, just really easy hiding places that you can check by firing a few rounds into, or just actually sending a drone up there. It's not too hard to actually do that. Lou is gonna open up the door frame above the door frame with his impact grenade, and could that be to toss out C4?
Maybe they might be setting something up here. Let's not count them out just yet. Are they gonna throw just all of the Legion mines in there? I think that's the strat.
Could be, but it depends on where that Mira puts her next to her next window, because she's putting one facing towards the bunk, but on a what seems to be a reinforced wall at the moment.
But going back to what you were saying earlier, I think it definitely comes back to the attackers moving too slow and inefficiently on their sweeps early on. Just like you said, they take too long to get to the point. They start getting impatient, and as a result, they're making a lot of mistakes here. They're going through bathroom and getting picked off. They're losing out to these easy peaks, and it's giving them a lot of trouble. They need to start getting a little more efficient with their searches. I think absolutely more information could do them much better. I think that that Jackal's definitely coming back to bite them right now. But
Yeah,
we'll see.
Looks like GV King is just. Why is the Monty here? Oh,
The Monty is going to go down to Lou, and GV King is also going to take down Suzuki Method, and that is a huge loss for the attackers. Zig's trying to go up from top, see if he can get some picks through this castle.
it seems that what ended up happening there was that both Monty and the Pulse and GV King were waiting for their respective reinforcements, and as they both arrived, GV King actually managed to frag out Monty's help, while Lou came in clutch and just took out the.
Oh, and GV King is going to take out Major Fracture with a nice, easy peek there, catching him trying to break some walls. Capitao is going to start moving in to try and grab the diffuser. Gets the pick on Lou. Nice stuff. 2v4. Let's see what he can do. And GV King is going to be firing down that hall, trying to catch someone going for that diffuser. Zig's trying to make a peek, see if he can get the pick. Throws that smoke down. Very smart stuff from Vlad. And he is going to get some damage on GV King, but unable to secure. And GV is going to back right off.
But GV did waste a lot more time here. It looks like Louisiana Lafayette is doing a little bit better time, but they're both attackers are probably going to team up and push one way instead of pushing split, because at this point, that's the best you can do. No strength in numbers, and
oh, and so much for strength in numbers as Ranger. Oh my God, Ranger goes down, and Legion gonna get the knife to seal out the last round. Solid stuff from Young Bones. Nice and clean right there.
still not still coming up a little bit short onto round 5. Lafayette definitely hurting really bad overall. A lot of these plays just simple mistakes that could be fixed with a little bit more practice. I really hope that they work on their chemistry, because they're not watching each other's backs. They're not calling out where the attackers are, and that Monty definitely should not have been had any of his back facing that castle.
Well, and we mentioned this before, with the subs that they've had to take since their severe roster changes, especially with the coach leaving, they have had to really put a lot of time into these new subs in order to coordinate better. And I think it's not quite there yet. I think the team is a little too new. They're going to have to work on, like you said, that chemistry if they want to improve. That said, we are going to be seeing the Lion coming out from Turtlehawk. Try and get some more information to sniff out these roamers. Let's see what they can do with it. All right, Turtlehawk.
I think that they're going to be doing the same strategy they did before. GV King still doing that same roam game. This is just going to be the same defense they've had the last time they put up this site. Put up with the site, and you know, at least 4 people are going to stay on site. Lou definitely going to back up in position in whatever he needs to do.
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely, you're 100% correct. Right now, Northeastern has no reason to change their strategy. They understand that Lafayette can't find a way in, and they're being very inefficient with their sweeps. So they're just going to hang back. They're going to go full defense, keep GV King as the sole roamer here, maybe throw a little bit off every now and then, but, you know, they're set. They're absolutely set right now until Lafayette can make a change.
Definitely going to... they did bring a Lion this time, which means that Lafayette is learning a little bit, but at the same time, it's kind of a little bit too late. This Lion should have been brought in at least 2 rounds ago when they realized that they were having roamer problems. A lot of for it, but I guess this is their good attempt to see what they're doing wrong and how they could fix it on the go. So not bad, I'd say.
Definitely, and you know, it'll still earn them the round if they win. If it's still a round, that's definitely something. that could lead to a comeback. You never know.
Going live.
The change is definitely coming late, and they're going to have to work really hard if they want to bring this all the way back, but it's possible. That said, I'll go ahead.
Yeah, the Evil Eye just taking out those Hibana pellets from above. If you do not know, in the last patch, Hibana was actually given a rebalance on how her gadget affects hatches overall. You need at least 4 pellets, I believe, in order to actually breach the 4 pellets to breach the hatch. If you can't get that, you'll have to use another charge. Look at that, the Maestro device definitely doing its job there.
Absolutely, super solid denial there from Maestro, keeping them from accessing the hatch. And it looks like GV King is going to get a 1-for-1 here. Going to go down to what was it, Ranger. Nice stuff from Twitch, and Ranger going to be holding down some angles, trying to see if any defenders are peeking through these open halls. Lion is chilling out up top. Probably will pop soon, just to see. Oh, Maestro trying to take some pot shots down at a attacker, but unable to catch Capitao off guard. And both these guys relaxing here. Capitao gonna throw a flashbang here. Oh, he gets the bead, but unable to secure, and Lou is gonna take down Ranger. That said, oh Jesus, the quality is not great. It's hard to read.
No, it's alright. Young Bones goes down to Ranger, and the Turtle Hawk just holding from the attic to make sure that Lou doesn't get back to site easily. But the diffuser is down upstairs as the attackers need to pick it up and go down in order to be able to do anything. Turtle Hawk is gonna flash himself there, while Lou will just pick up the kit. Nope, does the down.
This man says, if I can't see me, you can't see me. Capitao going around from behind, trying to pick up the bandit, gets the down. Nice catch on Infinite Random, and he is going to knife him down, make sure finish off, and he should be able to pick up the diffuser here.
It's too late. It's too late. Oh!
Ooh, and Lafayette is going to clutch out the round. Suzuki method finishing off the Mira, and nice stuff. It seems like the Lion might have been what they needed here.
Yeah, but a little too late. Now they have to contend with defending against Northeastern this time, and let's see if Northeastern can show them a few pointers on how to attack, because it took way too long for that to actually work out in their favor.
Absolutely, and these are where the bans are going to start coming in handy, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams opting to switch on the sides there with their bans, so defenders aren't going to have certain defenders, and attackers aren't going to have certain attackers. That said, we are going to be seeing the Lion from I believe it's Northeastern, yeah. And that is going to be a lot of information. Buck, Hibana, Zofia, going to get plenty of options for opening up peek holes, getting some angles on your opponent, along with that nice hard entry. And on the other side, we're going to have Mira, Legion, Bandit, Maestro, and Visual. Overall, a very solid team. Good defense. You got the Bandit tricking. You got Evil Eye, Legion with those amazing goo traps, and Mira giving free information for your team. So let's see what happens.
Northeastern definitely not going to take any sort of chances with roamers. Definitely picking out that Lion early on, definitely for taking out the Turtle Hawk's Vigil. We might see a Bandit roaming. We probably won't see Legion as much as we want, but at the same time, I don't know. There have been roaming Legions. They're rarely well known to, if they do roam, shut out entire sides of the map from pushes, as that just becomes a minefield for delays. And his gun is fairly good for the recoil on it.
Absolutely. You know what? And in these tournaments, counter roaming is the name of the game. If you can get a pickup on some stragglers on defense trying to find somebody and flank them, then you are already in the lead going into the bomb site. So it's a very good idea to get those Lions, get those Jackals, and try and seal out a character early while they're alone so that you can take the lead and finish things off nice and smooth. Alrighty.
No, like I said, the Bandit is roaming upstairs in attic, but if the Northeastern, knows their roam game, which I believe they do, they are probably going to check the attic first and foremost for anybody. But hey, Lou getting close to the attic, really close to the attic, but probably not going to open it up just yet.
Yep, definitely. Everybody slowing down a little bit. Sophia gonna be peeking down, trying to get close. Lion gonna take out the cameras here, deny some information for their opponent, and it looks like Bandit might be having a peek here. Gets the pick, and that is gonna be it for Infinite Random. Nice stuff from Zix.
Oh,
and
GB
immediately,
King. Oh yeah, go on.
and immediately GB King gonna take out Turtlehawk. Nice stuff here, and things are immediately gonna slow down. That's 1 for 1, ladies and gentlemen. But the Lion is down.
Well, there's not going to be a roar tonight. Instead, what we're going to see is the Northeastern going to have to spend some time droning out to see just how close those droners are and decide whether or not they're a danger to them. But it looks like they're going to continue with their checking their corners on site, making sure that they're able to push in, and the defenders are possibly going to bring all of their people back in order to try and get a plant down ASAP. Youngbones good here, but they don't hear him in the corner. Oh, they do!
Nah, Legion is caught onto that. That was the second goo trap that Hibana has run into. So Suzuki Method gonna take out Youngbones. That said, Inquisition firing back and sealing out Suzuki Method. It is 2v3, ladies and gentlemen. Defenders have the disadvantage. Let's see what happens. Capital checking out the stairs, waiting for some peekers. Mira chilling behind Blackbeard, doesn't want to get caught out. Maestro covering those hatches. Northeastern does have the diffuser, and Capital is going for a nice little diffuse here in the corpse. GB King gonna steal out Ranger, and that is gonna be it for Capital. Maestro, is he gonna clutch? Oh, Maestro going down, and that is going to be the attacker's round.
Loose Butthole picking up the final frag after the buck goes down. It's actually managing to win the round out for Northeastern, putting them even closer to winning this map outright. It's 1-5 at the moment, and we're going to go into round 7 with the third defense coming out from Lafayette.
If Lafayette doesn't want a nasty mark on their resume right now, they're going to need to pull out some clutch defense here. Looks like they're opting to go for the same team. It definitely came close. They want to see if they make it work, but they are going for the castle instead now. A little sub here to try and slow down their opponent. That said, we do have the same team coming out from the attackers. The Lion, Hibana, Buck, Zofia, Capital. You know, it works. It's the tried and true. Oh, and we're seeing a mute switch actually from Ranger trying to deny some information from their opponent. How do you feel about this switch?
It's definitely a power play there in order to get them to think that there's going to be, a mirror window, but it's definitely. I actually don't know. I don't think this is going to work out too well for them because that Mira loses a lot of opportunity to be able to just peek onto the laundry stairs. But I guess they thought that just wasn't an advantage that they were actually using fully, and that they would rather just use the time that they would gain from a few mute charges. Although, if I were them, I would have paired the mute with maybe a castle or just with a castle, as the castle would make it much harder for them to get the mute charge.
I definitely agree. It looks like they're going for some kind of a lockdown between Bandit and Mute, but I don't think the synergy is quite where it needs to be yet. Defense is going to have to come in clutch here. Taking out some drones here is Turtlehawk, trying to get to a nice position with that Vigil to flank his opponent. Let's see what's going to happen. Everything is coming together. This is the final match of the round. Get hyped, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Turtlehawk is going to be roaming showers. Infinite Random is going to field that Vigil cloak and is going to find him. And Turtlehawk is probably going to need to get flushed out of shower with that drone closely following behind him, despite being cloaked.
He's going to need to get rid of that. It definitely won't show what angle he has if he has his activation, but, they'll still know he's there. He's going to have to be very cautious. And Turtlehawk taking so much damage in that trade. Very dangerous.
Still not dead, though. What? Loose Butthole will find him and finish him off. But a gruesome encounter.
Alrighty, and Lou is going to be taking out the cameras here and moving on down to the basement. Hibana looking around. Ooh. Trying to group up with Lou's. I'm not saying the full name.
Yeah, it
That's
looks like
great.
Lou is making a sightline down into laundry so that they can see the stairs. Possibly going to try to put the diffuser
Going
close to that, or just to make sure that the
Activating
defenders
ghost.
don't have any chance of actually peeking up those stairs. Meanwhile, Zix is still going around. He's at tower, possibly coming back to site to help hold. Doesn't look like he's gonna try to flank at all. Instead, choosing to just bolster the defenses on site. Just the anchors choosing more or less calling the shots. Major factor here, keeping the angle onto the stairs and going to go back.
Hibana popping the hatch, but not actually utilizing it, and he's gonna suffer for it. Lou taking out Ranger, nice stuff here. Very dangerous situation for the attackers. Already have only 3 characters left. Gonna have to be very careful on this approach. Lion peeking downstairs. It looks like they're going for a pretty straightforward breach here. A lot of main stairs, and they're suffering for it. Lion gonna get caught by the goo trap here, and he's in a bad position trying to defuse. Ooh, but the pick coming out from Lou and G King, and it is a 1v5, ladies and gentlemen.
The diffuser has been planted, and it's just up to Zix in the closet to get headshot by Lou
Ooh.
and lose out the map.
And that is going to be round 1, ladies and gentlemen. Going to Northeastern. Very solid stuff. You know, they were just commanding for the entire set. Like,
there was maybe one round there where they weren't fully in control, but they still managed to pick back up and win out the last 2 rounds they needed. Definitely a bit of a sad loss for Lafayette, that those subs really showing the cracks in their team at the moment.
100%. And it's like you mentioned earlier, the name of the game is adaptation. It looks like Lafayette couldn't figure out how to quite get around Northeastern's defense fast enough. So, you know, they may have gotten around, but they need to pick up. They need to get on the ball a lot faster if they want to win this set. Or even tie, I guess, at this point. All right. And we might be giving the teams a little bit of a break here.
We're going to see about that. Usually we give a 5-minute break, but if they want to keep going, they want to keep going. And they're going to keep going. It looks like we're going to go right into map 2, which should be Coastline.
Duke, I'd like to think that you're a veteran of this game, whereas I am a newbie.
All right.
A scrub, if you will. How do you think Lafayette can improve their team comp, their defense, their attack, anything to try and clutch this out?
I would definitely think that. Oh, sorry, I just got information from the caster here. But ideally, I would think that Lafayette needs to have a lot more flex players. And what I mean by flex players is they need to have people who are actually very comfortable in switching out as soon as possible, as soon as they see that their strategy isn't working, as we saw happen with that Monty trade for a Lion instead that actually won them the round. If they had done that a lot sooner, they could have taken more rounds from Northeastern.
Hello?
Yes.
All right, here we go. We should be back. Sorry about that. But like I was saying, Northeastern University definitely winning that out just because Lafayette was completely unwilling to change up their operator picks. We saw the same operators round to round to round for the first 4 rounds of their attack. Just no flexibility at all.
And I think this you bring up a very, very good point, and I think this kind of boils down to a lot of players being relatively new. When you're starting out in the game, your pool is very limited, and as a result, you cannot be very flexible, and that definitely hurts, especially in the competitive meta. You need to be able to switch on the fly and adapt. And if you're stuck with say that the guy well, I think was it Turtle? No.
Turtle.
The Vigil.
Yeah, Turtlehawk was the Monty. He was the Lion, and he was the Vigil, I believe.
All right,
And
yeah, he played visual every single defending round, and he was unable to frag out with that character. It was not providing any utility for his team at that time.
it doesn't seem to me like Lafayette has good fraggers as at the moment either. It just seems like a lot of it comes down to pressure that they need to get something out there, and they just end up making mistakes and getting shot from behind, or just we can read your tag, Lou. That's not the problem.
Alrighty, we are gonna get right into the ban phase. It is going to be Lafayette's pick first, and I'm interested to see what they choose. Are they gonna go for the raw counter now that they know what their opponent plays, or are they just gonna get rid of those meta picks?
I think that Lafayette is probably going to get rid of. Well, you don't need to get rid of Hibana on this map. You get rid of maybe Thermite.
I think
Or-
target bans might be the name of the game here. Get rid of some of, especially since GB King was doing such a good job of taking them out early. Oh, and it looks like they are opting to get rid of the Jackal yet again. I guess it's a very uncomfortable pick for their team, or possibly even a target ban. We don't know.
Well, once again, Jackal getting banned, but they're not attacking first, which is good for them this time. Hopefully, they can leverage their defense. Dokkaebi, that information gone for the attackers.
Those are definitely two big bans, especially in the current meta. Like you mentioned, information so incredibly important on attack. Allows you to catch out those roamers, allows you to finish off, get these nice quick picks, and turn a 5v5 into a 3v5 or a 4v5 very quickly. I think those are smart bans.
I think that Vigil getting banned by Northeastern, definitely not going to let that roam game.
I think that's
continue.
Lafayette who's banning.
No, yeah, it was Northeastern just banned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they just banned out Vigil. Definitely not going to let either team take advantage of that roam game here on Coastline. It seems to me that Northeastern is very, very comfortable with not needing a Dokkaebi and instead bringing a Lion every round in order to catch out the roamers. Because, hang on 1 second, the next ban is Maestro.
Yeah, that's definitely a solid pick there from Lafayette. Maestro was putting in so much work on the defense with those evil eyes. Even Young Bones calling out the target ban. Very solid pick there. Yeah, that all of the information they had gotten from that Maestro, along with just being able to frag out with that LMG. I like that pick.
I also like that pick. It is definitely shown that they're gathering some sort of they're learning from mistakes, and they're learning, okay, these guys are pretty good with these particular operators. If we get rid of them, it could be that they can't function just as well.
All right, and it looks like we're seeing a much more aggressive. There's the switch. I was gonna say we were almost about to see a much more aggressive team here from Lafayette, but they are going to switch to the dock for the anchor instead of the pulse, baiting their opponent there. We are also seeing the switch to Twitch from GB King potentially to try and get rid of some of those extra traps, things like ADS, Yokai, Legion Mines, Valkyrie cameras. I like that pick.
Defenders, protect your
I'm not
bombs from
seeing
being
any
defused by
smoke
attackers.
come out or Mira from Lafayette, which I personally think could be a mistake, but I guess the meta could just be stale, and I'm an old man.
Well, and like I mentioned earlier, it boils down to comfort picks. If these guys are relatively new to the game, they're gonna have a very short list of characters that they can play at a high level. So they're probably gonna stick to what they know rather than going for something that is stronger in the meta.
Definitely. Looks like they're not gonna. Northeastern is not gonna have any. It's not gonna budge at
5
all,
seconds
and then
left
it's
before
going to outright
insertion.
bring a Blackbeard for the first round. The seal being broken right away, and what I mean that. Oh, Ranger going for Cam, not a run out there.
Left the designated staging area.
Being
Yeah,
very
seal
polite
things
to the door
out.
too.
Throws out the barricade, make sure everything's okay. I'm so sorry, I just needed to take you down for a second. Blackbeard is on the way. This man, you can hear the pirate shanties playing every time he runs in. I love it. Twitch gonna go for some early wall bangs here, trying to get a pick, but unable to pick up the Valkyrie.
does damage her a little bit though, so both players will come out of that unharmed. I think Twitch's HP actually comes. Oh, Lou picking up the kill onto Ranger right away, finishing off the kill that Twitch couldn't.
That is going to be a big loss for Lafayette. Already taking out one of their roamers there, and one who gives them so much information at that. Very big. Maverick very low here. Young Bones on the top side. And Doc is going to try and hold down the bomb site.
Oh, Zix picking up the kill onto Lou across from one side of the map to the other.
From way downtown.
Yeah. Right now, Zix is still roaming around. Does see an attacker, gets headshot by GV King.
Definitely peeked out just a little bit too far there, and GV King is going to punish him for it. Excellent pick. And Thermite is going to be trying to get away in here to breach. Maverick giving him a little peek hole to make sure that they're safe on this breach. Legion waiting for someone to come by. Doc doing the exact same. The Anchor's trying to hold things down. Blackbeard waiting for his team. Very smart to start the breach so that he can try and get some picks off of it.
If he breaks through that window right there, he is going to see the Legion and it will possibly kill him. It's not going to be pretty, and the wall is going to open up for Northeastern, and they're going to get ready to. Oh,
nice frag from Turtlehawk there, taking out Infinite. He is, however, going to get picked up. Nice stuff from Inquisition. Blackbeard just going to turn around and finish off the Doc, just like he said.
This looks like major frag. Oh, the plant will go down here. Nard.
Attackers are activating the bomb.
Suzuki Method going to take out Inquisition, and Major going to finish off Young as well, and Twitch is very low and feeling alone. He is, however, going to steal out the Legion, and it's a 1v1, ladies and gentlemen. Twitch very low on health, needs to try and make a play. Let's see.
Well, the plant has gone down, actually. I wasn't wrong. They did go down. They just died to the defenders that were on site. Twitch coming back around, trying to find the Echo. This is just a huge game of merry-go-round at the moment.
Oh, and GV King is going to go down, but isn't it enough time for him to get the diffuser? Yeah, that should be it.
Should be. It's just 1 second left.
Bomb diffuser disabled.
Oh my god. My poor heart. I can't do this. Defender's going to take round one by an inch. Excellent work there from Major Fracture.
Just definitely had to clutch out that round, actually managing to go from a 2v3 to a 1v1, and immediately having to pick that up with a 1-speed op. The odds were against him there, and Suzuki and Major Fracture did come out triumphant in the end.
Alrighty, it looks like we're seeing a Blackbeard switch to the Montaigne from Inquisition, trying to get some more information for his team here, rather than, oh, and he goes right back to the beard. Let's go. I love it.
Inquisition definitely making them think that he's going to bring out the Monty in order to play a little bit with what they were doing in the game before.
I'm interested in this bait here from Turtlehawk as well. He opted to stay the bandit while his opponents could see it, so that they thought he could bandit trick them. He could keep them out more effectively. And then he went for the smoke instead so that he could try and stall them out. I kind of like that. Solid pick.
Oh. It does look... Wait a second. So one of our rules is actually that Twitch Elite Skin is not allowed on in our matches, as it is an unfair advantage. And it looks like one of the teams did use it, but we'll have to check back the tapes and issue the proper warnings after this. It's unfortunate that we have to, warn our players to not break our rules, but that is going to be an issue for us today.
Gotcha. Now, why, out of curiosity, why is that a ruling?
Well, here's the thing. So typically, Elite Skins have a tendency to change the operator's gadget. And I do have confirmation that it is GV King who has been using the Twitch Elite Skin. So the gadget changes color, the gadget changes appearance, and just in general, Twitch's drone is given a camouflage skin, which makes it
Ah.
very, very hard to see it move around in Siege in general. So we believe that to be an unfair advantage, as most players would be able to see the black Twitch drone
Gotcha.
right away.
All right. Well, we're going to get right back into the game here, folks, and it looks like things are going to be coming to a head pretty soon here. Blackbeard taking some a lot of damage there on his approach, but not quite out yet, so things are looking pretty even. Maverick going to opt to try and get a drone in, see if he can find some picks. Blackbeard going in, and everything's quiet. All is calm on the Western Front.
I believe things are about to get a little bit loud here, as Zix and Blackbeard will maybe face off, or Zix will just back off to try to find another attacker to harass. GB King going with that nade, and it
Oh
hits!
my god. The absolute clutch grenade there from GB King. Gonna seal out Suzuki method. That is the Legion, ladies and gentlemen. Solid stuff there. Good pick.
Major
All right,
Fracture not giving an inch on this Maverick hole.
Oh, gets the wall bang. Solid stuff from Fracture, bringing it back. Everything is even now. Amazing shot.
Just making a complete guess there of where the Maverick would be, and just shooting through the wall as perhaps warning shots, but ending up,
Ooh, GB King is going to seal out the Valkyrie. 3v4, gets rid of that camera. This Buck is putting in some solid work, dude.
Yeah, he definitely is. Oh, Lou will take out Turtlehawk, and the Echo Major Fracture will be left on site to fend for himself.
Oh, and just like that, Jaeger turns the corner and steals out Inquisition. It is a 2v3. Major Fracture very low on health. He is going to, however, down and finish off the Thermite. That said, gets picked up by Lou, and Lou is going to be on the point, enters the diffuser, and it is all up to Jaeger.
Enters the site and pulls out a Claymore, and then pulls out the diffuser. Finally, diffuser will go down.
All right, Jaeger out in open air here, trying to take some shots, gets picked up by Lou, and attackers are going to take round 2.
Lou definitely doing a lot of work here. This was 3K, I believe, just coming out from him. His aim is definitely ringing true right now. Can we see the scoreboard for a little bit?
Absolutely some wonderful stuff here. Lou definitely showing that he can frag with the best of them, along with GB King. But you know what? Major Fracture putting in some solid work on round 1. Definitely a contender here.
Yeah, I just wonder which one of these will come out as the boss in the end. But we're going to go into round 3. Lafayette looking a little bit less, nervous on their defense. Definitely being a lot more assertive with their flanks and with a lot of their frag calls.
Absolutely. It definitely seems like more of a comfortable situation. Definitely being able to choose the map. They are the ones who voted for Coastline after all. 100% helps them as well. Now we are seeing the alibi switch from Lafayette, and I'm gonna be a little biased here because I love this character. The room for creativity with alibi is absolutely amazing. It's impacting the wall, trying to get some breathing room, some nice peek holes between both sites, and they're setting up.
I don't think we've seen an alibi actually manage to fool an attacker in the league just yet, or at least not in any of the
located a bomb.
not in any of the streamed any of the cast games or the streamed ones.
It certainly takes the right kind of alibi to catch someone with Prism off guard. For those who don't know, if you edit or change alibi's weapon at all, the clones only have the default gear, so you have to be really cautious. It basically forces you to play default alibi on every situation if you want to catch people off guard with it. So as a result, it can be a little ineffective if you're running attachments or weapon skins, etc. But
you'd be surprised, actually, in a game where you were under a lot of pressure to make quick decisions, failing to notice a detail is usually not the biggest of your worries. Capital definitely redecorating those bars there.
And he's definitely rearranging Alibi's face. Look at all of that damage. Solid catch with the wallbang. And he is going to get the down. And GB King going to finish off the Alibi. Nice work from Buck.
Not not sure how he got that kill. I don't think there was an open sight line to that. But it still
The
worked.
wall bangs. They might have droned him out too. I don't know. All I know is his name is Buck, and he came to truck. Excellent work there from GV King. And we are going to be getting right back into it. Capital pretty low on health, but Valkyrie is suffering even more. One hit away from death, and things are looking pretty grim for the defending team.
I don't think that Lafayette can win this round. I know it's kind of early to tell, but at the same time, it's almost a minute and a half to go, and the attackers have already done so much to harm their defense. Already losing out on that alibi, already losing a lot of health on the Valkyrie, and the Buck is just upstairs with the mission of search and destroy.
He's just making openings, you know?
Just not letting up at all.
This man out here making holes. Blackbeard holding down a nice angle on that barricade, waiting for his team to finally push in. I really like the coordination from Northeastern here. They have some very solid patience. They wait until their entire team is lined up before finally making the push so that their opponent has to deal with them at all angles. Very solid stuff.
You know, some of the more individual agents of Lafayette, like Zix, are going to try to divide their attention between the actual site and Sunrise. Definitely not giving in. They do know that he's there. They hear him. He's going to pre-fire around the corner, but not find a head. Instead, Young is going to find Turtlehawk, and Young is going to make sure that he tries to get this roamer flushed out before the last few seconds. And Zix will pick up the kill on Young, and Major
like
Factor
that.
pick
Lou
up the
is
kill.
going to tie things up here, and Lou is going to steal out Zix. Nice stuff. 2v2, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be Blackbeard and Capital versus the Legion and the Echo. Capital definitely very low, one shot away. Gonna have to play very cautious if he wants to seal this out alive. There's the finish from Inquisition, taking out Major Fracture, and it's all up to Legion. The smoke coming out, he's not able to see him. Gonna have to use those Legion mines to try and catch him off guard. Oh, Suzuki message catching out Lou, but Lafayette gonna seal things out. Nice stuff from the defense.
Definitely coming in clutch there. Suzuki getting a final frag through the smoke, just guessing roughly where the attacker would be. Pretty good guess. Actually winning Lafayette another round. It looks like Northeastern didn't bide their time as well as they thought they did, and it ended up not like giving the Blackbeard enough time to finish off that Legion.
Now, Duke, I come from fighting games, and back in the fighting game community, we got this theory about Japanese players, that it takes them a round to warm up. I think we're seeing this right now from Lafayette. I think they've finally warmed up to their opponent, and they're figuring some things out. Their defense is looking a lot more tight, and they're 100% fighting back here. They're doing some solid work.
We are telling Northeastern that they have received a warning for said Twitch Elite skin. Not much they can do now, but it is in our rule book, ladies and gentlemen, so it's not like it's some internal document that's hidden away in the
code.
It's very much easy to access from our website. Anybody can actually look at it at the moment. But we're gonna head out into round 4. I don't fully believe that Lafayette's woken up just yet.
You don't think?
I don't think so. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the rev up time. Like some players need to rev up before they're ready to go full out on their opponents, and they also use that rev up time to figure out just what their main techniques are, instead of going in blind and expending their own strategies before that. Is that more or less what you were talking about?
Absolutely, yeah, 100%. You're on the money.
All right. Oh, okay, good. The only fighting game I play is Smash, so that's as much as I know.
All good, man. All good. Ooh, Maverick is going to lose his drone there. Very unfortunate. Losing some information. And it looks like they're going to be coming in pretty soon here. Capital trying to pick up a wallbang on site. Unable to get anything.
No, just trying to open up the hallway to make sure that he can steal it off from the roamers using it against him. Oh, no, never mind. That was not from the corner of the corner. I was excited.
Almost.
But...
All right. Thermite gonna drone out the place. He does have the diffuser, so he's playing a little more cautious, hanging back, trying to find these picks so that his team can frag out and finish him off. He can get in easy.
Inquisition going to drone out possibly
A bomb has been
Hall of
located.
Fame here as GV King tries to push in, taking care of the barbed. Definitely waiting for his team a little bit here, but if he's not careful, the defenders will peek out onto him.
Alrighty. Go ahead.
No, there's just a lot of anchoring going on here. Just really one roamer, Ranger TFS, does hear the buck above him. The buck does hear him, but I think he's going to choose to get on his drone instead and try to see if he can find anybody else out.
Absolutely. We're seeing some holding down lines here. It looks like there is a firefight between Maverick and Bandit. Maverick going to seal out Zix, and he is going to open up a hole to see if he can get a line of sight on that Doc. Doc trying to fire back, see if he can get a pick, but no one's going to get anything from that exchange.
No, but the defenders are aware of... Oh, Ranger getting the pick, the kill onto GV King. That's going to be a huge loss for Northeastern. But meanwhile, this is a very gutsy here. I'm not sure why... Oh, Suzuki picking up the kill onto Lou. I don't understand why Northeastern never opens up the hatch and just takes control of the bathroom. That would stop so many of these peaks from Suzuki. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, maybe it's a lack of knowledge on coastline. Regardless, we are seeing trades left and right here, and it looks like Blackbeard is going to seal out a character. That said, Young Bones also going to finish off Suzuki, and it is a 1v3 all up to Echo, who is setting up the Yokai to try and get some frags.
Looks like the Maverick was actually just sort of standing there, looking like he was putting the diffuser down, but he was actually putting down a Claymore, and he's probably going to get shot from the window by Blackbeard. No, soon though. The Maverick is just trying to pick the angle with a pistol. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, no. Echo unable to seal out the kill there. Those shields just putting in so much work for Blackbeard, and we're seeing it now here. Lets him peek free angles, get picks whenever he wants. Some solid stuff.
It is round 5. This is the round before the switch. It is 2-2. It is neck to neck. It's anybody's game still. We could go to a draw. We could go to a win for Northeastern University, but Lafayette is hoping for that draw despite having those 2 subs. And I'm not sure if it's two subs or just 1. I don't recall.
Having a number of substitutes on their team, definitely providing them some problems. And it looks like we're seeing a Lion switch here for Northeastern, trying to get more information on their opponent. That said, the Valkyrie, Jaeger, and Echo coming out again from Lafayette. Very big picks.
So it looks like they're not leaving anything to chance.
Oh my God.
6 pick onto
The
Cav.
Cav, let's go. 6 about to come in clutch here, I believe.
Definitely a high risk, high reward to make full use of Cav, but at the same time, Zix has had a lot of success being in that roamer that he is, and Northeastern has no reason to think he would swap off of Jaeger at all.
Looking back, that's actually not too horrible of a pick, as Northeastern has been creating a lot of stragglers here. They're trying to catch their opponent from multiple different angles. So we're seeing characters like Maverick go off on their own. So if Zik can catch one of these stragglers by himself, he's going to net some huge information that could seal out the game for his team. So it's like you said, it's a lot of risk, but it could pay off depending on their team comp,
But the line coming out is definitely Northeastern telling Lafayette there's not going to be any nonsense with roamers this time. You know what? We're bringing something that's just going to shut them out completely, and we're going to win this round. I mean, that was probably the purpose of bringing the Blackbeard in the first place, but it definitely hasn't worked out for at least 2 of the 4 rounds they've already played.
Definitely. All right, Cap.
Oh.
All right, everything slowing down for the brief moments that it can. Thermite getting up on the roof here, gonna try and find some way in. And it looks like they're gonna be going outside from up top. All right, Smoke peeking the barricade on the 2F breach, recognizes that people are coming in. Let's see if he can get a pick from it. Caveira Gets me every time.
Is
Caveira
that?
chilling up. Yes, because it's not IE. It's
No,
EI.
no, no. I meant. There's like, okay, so they're just slightly offside. They're not roaming. So that's at least. Oh,
Attackers have located a bomb.
Oh my god.
the crossbow kill going on to Suzuki Method, and then Major Fracture being left alone in Aquarium to fend for himself. As he calls out to his Echo to maybe help him get them. Already using up his smoke grenades early on in the round. It's nowhere close to the end. Ranger coming around
Yeah,
to maybe
definitely.
back him up.
Trying to stall the push for his team so he can get that solid backup. Legion is down, so they are a little behind right now. Oh, and another pick coming up from the attacking team. That is going to be it for Smoke. Northeastern has found the bomb, and it looks like they're going to be getting on site pretty soon here. Valkyrie, unable to find a peek down the hall.
Just misses the thermite. It looks like the attackers are all going to run through. And
yeah, right now we're seeing the downside to having these two roamers outside right now. Suddenly they're at a massive disadvantage. That said, Turtlehawk is going to get a pick on Spud. Nice shot. Catching him off guard here. Valkyrie trying to check the cameras, see if she can find someone with their pants down, and Caveira going in.
Vera tries to get the Blackbeard and instead gets fragged by SP Inquisition.
It's all up to Turtlehawk. Last man standing, trying to hold down some angles. Looks like Buck is doing the same, as with Blackbeard. No one's moving here.
It's 30 seconds to go. They have the advantage. They're going to pressure that Echo as much as they can. They have the Fuser on Thermite. They just need to secure a little bit of a hold on the other side. The Turtlehawk is going to peek up and then get shot by SP Inquisition from the hallway. On him.
Nice catch there from Blackbeard. Yeah, absolutely. You know, you're 100% correct. They have the advantage. They're just going to hold angles and tell Lafayette, this is a no-fly zone. You enter here, you're going down.
Oh, yeah. All right, going out into round 6. Things looking grim for Lafayette as Northeastern just manages to pull ahead, and now it's no longer their turn to defend. Instead, Northeastern is going to come out with maybe the mirror window on Penthouse. Yes, this is what I was talking about earlier, which is that mirror window that you so want. Peeking out onto the window, peeking out onto the bedroom wall so you can toss those valuable smoke grenades. I don't believe that they're going to be 6-picking. Maybe the Echo will be 6-pick away, or maybe the Jaeger, but I don't think.
We are seeing it from the
actually going
to Legion. Interesting choice there. It looks like they're going for that slow approach that they've been running before. Oh, no, back to the pulse.
The pulse. Pulse Legion to pulse. All right, young ones, whatever you say.
They baited their own team.
Meanwhile, Ying will get swapped out before Twitch.
All right, I really like that pick. You know, they saw the Mira, they recognized it. They go, let's get rid of this. We don't want to deal with you getting free peeks. All right, they're gonna be fortifying Penthouse here pretty soon. It's gonna be Mira, Jaeger, Echo, Pulse, and Smoke versus Buck, Twitch, Thatcher, Thermite, and Montaigne.
Looking like yeah, it's a fairly standard defense here. I'm just curious to how SG is going to put his mirrors that. Sorry. He's going to put his mirrors down here. Yeah, it looks like on a reinforced. No, they're both unreinforced. Looks like they're going to. There's going to be one reinforced crouch level, and a regular height mirror window. Or not, he's going to choose to not reinforce. Actually, very curious as to what he's going to do. But it looks like they don't think that their mirror strategy is easily counterable, as I've played on that mirror window before, and it is very easy to toss a grenade up there from the hatch in the lobby, because you can get a direct sightline onto the doorway where Mira would be sitting. I've gotten fragged by that, but never gotten fragged back. Oh, Young Bones finding a couple shots onto random
drones. Let's go. Yeah, Pulse trying to get rid of that information. Buck already taking some damage here, though. Gonna have to be very careful. Oh, and the first frag coming out immediately. Young Bones taking out Zix. Good pick. Getting rid of that Twitch. Suddenly, Mira is a lot safer in her spots.
Mira going to be a bit cheeky here, and this hatch is actually open for the defenders. Looks like they're trying to bait them into pushing them, but Inquisition going to take a lot of damage there.
The attacker's bomb
Yeah,
diffuser has
nice
been
catch here.
dropped.
And Ranger is going to steal out Young Bones with the impact. Nice catch, 4v4. And Mira's going to try and open up the floor here. Throws the Nitro. But
It's
yeah.
going to get shot out of the air. Unfortunately, that could have been a great play there, but it just was not meant to be. They knew what they were doing there, and Mira trying something cheeky did not work out.
All right, they're going to reset Suzuki, try and get some health back here. Jaeger holding up the stairway, and Buck trying to find a catch here. Looks like they're moving up with the Monty. A nice pick here. Notices the Jaeger. They're moving up, and Jaeger has to move back. Immediately tries to catch him with the flank. Ooh, interesting. They don't know he's coming.
I think they maybe heard the drop. Oh,
Catches
Ranger.
the Buck, finishes off Ranger. Nice work from Lou here. He is going to keep moving. Takes out, immediately downs Major. Nice catch here. Solid work from Loose. Absolutely fragging out. Jesus.
Yep, Lou just coming down instead of coming back to site. Definitely working out in favor of his team. The Lafayette was definitely not expecting it, and it showed as two players going down to him are just ridiculous when they were aware that he was around. Meanwhile, Lou continues to flank, and I think he might actually catch the Monty. No?
Ooh,
See him.
if Monty pushes up even a little bit, he's gone.
Oh,
Alright, the grenade is going to come back, and Monty is going to notice him. Alrighty, Thatcher trying to hold up some angles here, chilling back, sticking with the Monty, wants to make sure that he stays alive. Monty is going to be coming out here to try and contend with this Jaeger, and Lou is going to get the pickup on Turtlehawk, and immediately Infinite finishes off Suzuki, and that is going to be round 6 for Northeastern.
Northeastern definitely coming out strong on the defense round, not giving an inch at all. Maybe losing a roamer here or there, but definitely making up for that with their final round holds.
Go ahead.
It's impressive to see how much more potential Northeastern is getting just out of their defense.
It definitely seems like they're more comfortable in this, and it's the setup they have, honestly. It's like we mentioned earlier, they get this nice slow setup to make sure that you're impatient on the rush because you only have 30 seconds left, and then they just throw a solid roamer behind you where you can't catch him, and he finishes off your team. And it looks like we might be seeing the answer here from Lafayette. The Lion is going to be coming out to try and get rid of this roamer.
Immediately recognizing that the Lion was instrumental in their single round win from the last map, they're probably going to try to recreate the same magic that they had back then. But
and defuse as many bombs as
you know,
can.
it's going to be interesting. I do believe that Northeastern prepped. No, I'm not gonna say that. I do believe that Lafayette has a chance at winning this, but
Bomb
they're gonna
located
have
by
to pull out a lot of coordination from their side in order to do it.
Now, speaking of sites, tell me a little bit about this one. So, what does
Oh, this
Lafayette
is
have to
Kitchen.
do to get on Kitchen?
All right, this is kitchen kitchen offices.
10 seconds left
So
before insertion.
over there to the left, you have that castle cage trying to block off the attackers from having that
5
easy
seconds to
access
go.
to defeat. If you enter right there, you are already able to plant, which makes this site really unfavorable to hold. But you only go down here if you have no choice, which in this case, Northeastern has no choice. The only other site would be, Sunrise, which is it's even worse. But at least from here, you have a lot of roaming routes that go by the kitchen door inside, and only pretty much one easy to enter room.
Gotcha. All right, yeah, and I definitely think the castle was a big pick there. Then, trying to block off those entries, force them to use their satchels, their thermite charges to get in early, or just spend 10 minutes banging on walls.
Attackers have located
All right,
a
the
bomb.
breach is going to be coming in, and Lafayette has found the bomb. Both players here folding some solid angles. Blackbeard has gotten in.
Bone's going to pick up a headshot onto Zix right away. Damn, not expecting it at all. The peaking echo of all things.
It's the first law of Siege right there. If you hold an angle for long enough, the second you look away, your opponent is going to be there. Capitao going down.
Ooh. Almost getting a team kill on Turtle Hawk there. We all saw that, right?
Yeah, that was a little close.
He definitely ran out of bullets just as that was happening. Oh, that could have spelled so badly for...
All right,
for
Echo
Lafayette.
getting droned out here. Gonna have to move positions to make sure he doesn't get caught out. Looks like Thermite is going to be moving up with the diffuser behind him on Thatcher. All right, everything's quiet. Lion using his first charge to try and catch somebody off guard.
Ranger really trying to lay the fire down onto Young Bones, but not finding his target at all. Young Bones be like, wait, who's shooting me?
Ooh.
Oh, and then Lou. You
Lou,
can finish
there
it.
it is.
Ooh, nice.
Little duel here between Turtlehawk and Echo. Both guys going back and forth. No one getting a real pick here. It looks like he might be burning the charge soon to try and keep him in a good spot, though. All right, Wallbang's coming out. Mira firing behind that wall. He has the peak.
Oh,
But gets picked up by Suzuki Method. Excellent shot from the Thatcher there. That said, Thermite and Suzuki Method both going to go down to the castle. Good work from GB King and going to seal things out, taking out that Lion.
looks like Northeastern is going to second map match point here. It's definitely not being they just are coming out on top round after round on defense, and there doesn't seem like there's anything Lafayette can do. Even trying to bring in the Lion to try to recreate what they had is not working out. I'm not sure Lafayette is doing everything they can to win this, but it's
It's
not-
hard. You know,
hard.
they're having a lot of trouble getting rid of these roamers. It's giving them a lot of problems. That's where, you know, the Jackal ban comes in, especially gives them a lot less chances to track down GV King, to track down Lou. So it's allowing them to cover these flanks and get these solid pickups that can just change the game. That said, they are going to be switching off the Lion, going for the Twitch, Blackbeard, Capitao, Thatcher, and Zofia. All right, using Sophia for the breach, along with Thatcher, cover 4, Twitch trying to get rid of that mirror wall. And we are seeing the Ella switch here. It looks like they're going for another roamer.
Protect your bombs
It seems
from
that
by attackers.
Northeastern is switching up their strategy last minute to try and catch them off guard.
Well, they are on
Attackers
basically the
located a bomb.
worst site on this map. Sunrise Blue is just not very easy to
Bomb
hold.
located by attackers.
Not sure why Northeastern is just choosing not to go for Hookah, which is an arguably better site, as you have much better options for just runouts in general. But they are gonna try to hold this instead. They did bring a Mira. I'm just curious as to which way she's gonna be facing. It looks like she's gonna be facing from Sunrise into Blue, despite the fact that this is kind of a wonky.
Attackers recovered the
This is
diffuser.
kind of a wonky
Attackers
strategy
are moving
here.
to defuse a bomb.
Definitely. Interesting and unorthodox defense. I mean, they have, what, 3 roamers, don't they?
They have 3 roamers, which is pretty much how you play this, since there's not really a lot of spots on the site itself to hide, which means that there's very few common spots. Free fire. Ooh,
Did he get it? I think he got that.
yeah, I believe he
Yeah.
got that. Yeah, he did get that.
Finish off the mirror wall. Nice catch. And that is going to be a big loss for the defending team, especially on this site. As you mentioned, very hard to hold. Suddenly doesn't have that peak spot. All right, Zofia holding up an angle. Blackbeard going to drone things out, figuring out where those defenders are. Like you said, not many anchors, but he is going to find where they are. Smoke chilling behind bar.
Upstairs, still roaming, making sure that he gets those attackers, but going to choose to open up the hatch at the wrong time and get droned out instead, and Zix will decide, I'm not ready to commit to that.
All right, Zix has already gotten rid of Black Mirror, so it looks like he's using the drone to not only catch peaks, but just harass a little bit, distract them for his team. And Zofia holding down some angles on the outside. Capitao not quite breached yet. Looks like they're opting to go close to the bomb, straight to sight.
Turtle just worming it between windows. Not really sure if he can stand up just yet.
I've been crawling for 3 days.
Definitely not going to be doing a lot here for his team, but does rule out a couple of angles, but it's 2 minutes almost gone on the board, and they barely. Oh,
And there's the pick coming up from Lou, already getting the catch, and that is going to be it for Major Fracture. And just like that, Lafayette's already down. And as you were about to say before the frag came out, yeah, they're taking it slow like they always do, and it's not a good decision here.
I'm not sure why, but Lafayette is just using at least 2 LMGs on their operators. And no, actually that para is not an LMG. I thought it was an LMG, but Ranger did pick up the LMG on the Zofia. And I just don't know why you would. Oh, the run out here from Young Bones.
Run out, and he is going to get some damage, but no pick here on the Thatcher. That was some solid damage, though. Nearly half health.
Yeah, especially at long range with an SMG, but it looks like Lafayette is going to try and consolidate what's little strength they have left on the last 20 seconds onto the site. Oh, GV King.
Absolutely fragging out, taking out 2 characters. That said, he is going to get picked up by...
He dropped from hookah downstairs into the window here. Oh my god.
Young Bone's going to finish off Turtle Hawk too, and it is all up to Capitao here. Zix going through the smoke, trying to get the plant, but he is going to get picked up, and that is going to be it. Round 8, and the set is going to Northeastern. Excellent work there. My man shot him through the smoke. Like,
it was just it was just a pre-firing due to just, you know, oh my god, they all have red guns. How did we not notice this before?
That's sick. That's actually sick.
They all coordinated their weapon skins.
They have that much team synergy. Like,
oh my lord.
Look at this. 7 kills on Inquisition, 7 on Bones, 10 on GV King, 11 on Lou. Like, Jesus, guys.
Oh my lord. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the match. What did you think, Isan?
You know, it was a very solid match. We mentioned it earlier. Lafayette just could not adapt to their opponent. The defense was doing such a good job of slowing down Lafayette and making sure they had to rush in and make these horrible decisions, and it's left and right. So, what about you? I don't know. How you feel? How you feeling?
I feel like Lafayette did the best they could with what they had, and that they can come back next week with a more polished roster. I don't. There's room for improvement there, and they definitely need to go back to the drawing board on whose role is what, who's the flex, who's the support, who's, you know, the entry fragger, and go from there. Because if they don't, they're definitely going to just hurt. They're going to hurt so bad in this league.
100%. Yeah. You know, these people came to play, and you can see that. And Lafayette, you know, they ended up losing some players and had to sub them out, and that's definitely rough. But they got to get on it as soon as possible and reevaluate their team as much as they can if they really want to hit it with the big boys. Well, thank you very much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I am Isan. Follow me on Twitter at Isan_FGC.
I'm Duke Carge. You can follow me at MR_Carge. And you can follow R6 NAUSL right here on Twitch by hitting that follow button, along with us, the same name on both Facebook and Twitter.
Alrighty. Good night.